Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're gonna tackle some butternut squash. We're gonna make some smashed potatoes, and we're gonna smoke a spatchcock chicken. So I've already started on this butternut squash. Obviously, I've just bought most of them. There's a few ways you go about it. You can use your knife. Go down like that. Take the peel off. Like so, or you don't want to go that route, use your trusty peeler. So you can go that route, and it comes out pretty good. You just gotta get it into manageable chunks, like so. Alright, and we're gonna roast this butternut squash. It's a big, huge one we got from our neighbors, Britt and Jill. And we're going to lace it with some fresh sage from our herb garden and some rosemary. And then we're going to add olive oil, salt, pepper. And we're going to roast that in the oven, 350. We're going to make smashed potatoes. We're going to do that with Yukon Golds with some garlic. And I think I'm going to add some serrano pepper to it. But I'm going to go through this butternut squash. I'll show you a little bit so you break it down into manageable chunks, and you want to get them decently uniform, so like that. So obviously this is the bell end. This is the end where, like, you can see all the seeds and stuff are in there. Not anymore, but I took those all out. So you yeah, try to get to about the same size, a good chunk like that, or whatever chunk you want to roast. I mean, it's up to you. But I mean, you could actually do this whole, and you'd be fine too. Like that. All right, I'm gonna bust some more of this out, or I'll be back in a bit. All right. Thought I'd show you how to make cubes out of this safely. This is not the bell end. I already took care of that. He's right there. So these aren't quite as uniform because it goes around where the seeds were. But anyway, so here we go. This is all solid squash. That's what it is. And the restaurant trick is you want to make it solid, so we're going to make it solid like that. What you want to do is get it square as you can. I mean, so you got that chunk there, and then you take off the however much you want from the. I mean, we did a decent job there. It doesn't suck. So here we go. And we go through it. Be careful, it's slick. Alright, so look what we've done here. It's a nice kind of rectangular-ish piece. There we go. Looks like a big old piece of cheese. Anyway, so here we go. You can make the pretty cuts. Let's go about this big. Cuts out of that. Alright, so there we go. And how big you want. There you go. It's a nice little cube piece. Alright. Sage. We've done rosemary before, so I'm not gonna make you go through the whole rosemary chop thing again, but sage, rosemary, here we go. Sage though, I don't think maybe we have, I don't remember, but it's basically the same. I'm gonna do it the same as I treat basil, and I'll just show you a little snippet here, and we'll go from there, and I'll finish it off and bring it back. But so it's just like that. Stack your leaves. Roll over. You got it. Alright, I'll bring you back when I get all this together and I'll show you how I put it together. Alright, we're going to move on with our delicious butternut squash. So what we got there is probably, that's one pretty good sized butternut squash. I'd say around 4 cups. 2 tablespoons of fresh sage, julienne or shreds, and 1 tablespoon of fresh rosemary. And what we're going to add to that party is obviously a big dash of kosher salt, actually 2, and a good dose of fresh cracked black pepper. But don't be shy with this either. I mean, this has gotta go through there. So good amount. It's so easy to do this recipe, and what we're going to add also is a nice slab of 2 tablespoons of butter. We'll throw that in there. And then we're going to olive oil. So a dose of olive oil in there. And we're going to give that a mix. But before we do that, we'll bring our thing over here that I have panned up, or whatever you want to call it. And then you just give this stuff a good mix up. Get all your salt, pepper, your herbs, whatever, throughout the mixture you got here. And what this is going to kind of do, and I don't know if you guys have ever had it before, is sage brown butter. It's going to kind of go that way in the oven like this. So, and it works really well with squash, these flavors. So, get it all in there. Probably a smidge too crowded, but it'll be okay. It'll work. So the oven sounds like it's ready to work. So we got this 400 degree oven. I don't know until they're tender. I'm going to say 30 to 45 minutes, probably more than likely. But there you go. And we're going to go in the oven with that, and then we're going to start probably our mashed potatoes next. We'll got the chicken already going, so we'll see you in a bit. Alright, now let's start to work on our potatoes. What I got in this pot here, and I'll show you on the stove here shortly, is some of these Yukon Gold potatoes. Yeah, we're going to make smashed potatoes out of them. So we got that in there, and I got about 2.5 pounds in there that I have just done this to, which I just quartered. Put it on their size. If you get a little one or two, they're just cut it in half. But there, what else I've done it here, and I'll show it to you when it's on the stove, when we do another shot of it here, but is 6 cloves of garlic that I just smashed, and it's going to boil in with the potatoes, so they're going to get garlicky. One other thing I got here, going to make it a little spicy, we're going to add a serrano from our garden. So that's next. We'll just cut that up. Goes in there. Before the bath, I did put a little pepper in this already. But one thing you got to remember and never can forget when you're boiling potatoes is salt. But you need way more salt than you think. That's 2 good. There's 3. That was 2 good clumpfuls of kosher salt and 1/2. And so this is going to go onto the stove. And I'll bring it back and show it to you so you can see what's inside of it, because I don't want to tilt it because I'll spill it and then I'll have a mess. We'll talk to you later. Bye. Alright, there you can see what we got going on in that pot. You can see that the water's a little brick because of the salt. You see the serranos rolling around in there. There is garlic. I did give it a good stir. It's down there at the bottom somewhere, but it's there, trust me. So take those out. We're going to smash them. We're not going to mash them. We'll add some cream, some more butter, and some Parmesan cheese, and eat those bad boys up. Alright everybody, welcome back. That's our final product. It sure didn't turn out quite the way I thought it would tonight. But I think I could do better next time. I don't know how I screwed everything up that bad, but... Oh, that's right. That's the cat's food. Later. Hey everybody. Time to spatchcock this chicken. Pretty big bird. Spatchcocking basically means we're just taking the backbone out of him. Or her. We're going to get rid of some. We don't need all that fat. Got a little thing here because we're going to have juice rolling everywhere. If it's on the floor, I'll get in trouble with Jen, so I don't want to go down that route. So we got here, I have already rinsed him off. I've taken the giblets out of him. So what you need to do, and you can't do this with a knife. I'm going to show you with this kitchen shears because probably a lot of you have those. You can definitely do this with a knife, and I'm just going to kind of lay out what you can do with a knife. So the backbone's right here. So you make you little wires there, and you can take this right here, go in here, and go through it like that, and take the side of the backboard out. It's easier if you got a good pair of shears to like go right through it. So right there, you want to get right by the backbone. All right. You guys see that good enough? So we got the other side right here. So we're going to go back up this side right here to take this piece out right here. This is what we're taking out right here. We've already done one side, so we're going to do the other. I got a little high on it there, but it'll be alright. There we go. So we took the, well, there's his tail, and we're left with this. So here we go. We don't need this anymore. What I like to do, we're not spatchcocking some, whether it be turkey, whatever. This bone right here. Take your knife and just. There you go. Alright, so we got all this, and what we want to do right now is, because we're going to kind of use some dryers on this, so I want to dry this out a little bit on both sides. Actually, more dry because that's going to get the other side wet. So, be pretty dried out. Right, so here's our spatchcock bird right here. There we go. Very flat. It's going to cook a lot faster. And the way we're doing it now, I'm going to put it on the Traeger. We're going to smoke it on, I think I'm going to do 350. And why I'm doing it that fast and that hot is to try to get this crust to form on here. And I'm thinking 350 will do it. I might push it to 375. I don't know. But anyway, what we got here is dried oregano and dried basil, equal parts, 2 tablespoons, and then 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, not powder, the minced kind. We're going to try that out. I don't know how well it's going to work, but we're going to try that. And salt, a big heavy pinch of kosher salt, and 20 cracks of pepper on my pepper mill. So we're going to start this little adventure out with some olive oil. And make sure you get everywhere with it. This is what's going to help you brown. That's what's going to give you that crispy skin. That's hopefully what we're looking for. And you do both sides. And I'm honestly going to have to wash my olive oil container because I got messy hands and I keep grabbing it. So here we go. So let's just start with this side. I'm actually going to use all this. So what I don't use, I'm going to throw away because it's going to be chickeny. So why I say use plenty of olive oil on this is because you need that olive oil to kind of regenerate the dried herbage you're using here. Now, to be honest with you, I've never tried this, so I'm hoping it's going to work. It's kind of, I guess, a little bit of training-y, but it'll be fine. It's going to be delish. Make sure you get everywhere on that crust, or not the crust, but the skin. Your wings, inside your wings. You'll get this little crease right here. The crease right here, see? Alright, so we got plenty of herbage on there, we got plenty of garlic on there, we got plenty of salt on there. What I'm going to do is take this out to the Traeger. I'll bring you out there then. Alright, see you in a bit. So, like I promised, back out at the Traeger. Here's a bird on the Traeger. There's spatchcock chicken. Go up. Looking good. Looking good. Well, look at me. I forgot. We didn't have a sauce. Not that we need a sauce, but I got this pan here, sauce we're going to make. A lot of you might not be familiar with it. A lot of you will be. It's going to be a sage butter sauce. Some people call it sage brown butter sauce. I don't know if I'm going to take it all the way to the brown butter stage. Because quite honestly, I was expected to do, or wanted to do a video with you with pasta later on down the road there, but I really thought we had the ingredients around. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to spice it up with the serrano, and we're going to add some garlic. And so I don't know if we're going to take it to the brown butter stage, but we'll go through the steps, and you can do it at home. So to show you guys the butternut squash in the oven. Do it well. Look good. And then up here, the start of our smashed potatoes. So we're getting there. See you in a bit. We got our potatoes. They're done. I drained them, threw it back in the pot so they could dry out a little bit. And now we're going to add some fun to it. Some cream. It's probably a quarter cup. What's left of this butter here, which I would say 2 tablespoons. A little bit more salt. Obviously, some more pepper. And you know we got flavor there. We got our serrano pepper, our garlic, all that good stuff. And we're probably going to need to add some more of the liquids here in a bit, but one more thing I want to add. So Parmesan cheese. Alright, that's a good 1/4 cup right there. Alright, so what you do, when you smash, is just smash it. But we're not mashing, but it's going to be pretty mashed by the time we're done. So here we go. Masher. The thing about smash is you leave those peels in there. And by gosh, believe it or not, but the peels are the most nutritious part of the potato. Alright, so we don't want to overwork this. That's pretty good. I'm going to add just a smidge more of cream to this. And I really don't want to work much more of it, but I'm going to taste it, see where we're at. So we're going to bring you guys in close to this shot. They don't usually bring it. I'm probably too loud though, but. Alright, see it's still chunky. We got our delicious pills still in there. Oops, sorry about that. So let's just take a taste. Believe it or not, it needs a little bit of salt. And that's really good. Put that in there. And probably a few more of these. Fresh cracked pepper. I think we're pretty close there. Pretty good. Alright, so you got it. Smashed potatoes. We got Yukon Golds. We got a serrano pepper. We got 4 to 6 cloves of garlic that we obviously boiled all that with the potatoes. Salt, pepper, some cream. That's what you get. Smashed potatoes. Make them at home, peeps. So while we're at it, I thought I'd show you the end product of the roasted butternut squash. Turned out well. Nice, and well, I'll show you here. They just like that. And they are delicious. They still got a little bite to them. Oh my gosh, so flavorful. So there you go. That's the end product. That's how that looked. I did turn the oven up on this to 375, and I probably cooked it for about 40 minutes. And I did, before I put them in the oven, I did a nice layer of fresh cracked pepper over all of it. And that's the only thing I changed from last time I saw you guys. So there they are. Our chicken should be about done, so I'm going to go get him. Alright, peeps, we got our chicken here that we did the hard work on. We smoked it. And look at him. He looks wonderful. Fine leg already separated off him. You just take that off like that from the other side. Here you got that wonderful crust on there. Take the wings off. Go in here. Find your joint. It's there. Over. Pull it out. There you got it. Same way with this other one. Kind of go in there and fill through your knife, and then just pop it out. Then you're good to go. Like that. Go. So then we got the breasts. Right down the middle, like so. We're going to plate it up. We'll see here in a bit. One other thing I wanted to show you guys was the absolute moistness of this. Just look, this comes out of there. We did a good job on this. You can do this in the oven also, so I don't think you got to smoke it. Sauce time. Hey peeps, well, we're gonna go into this butter sauce. You see, I brought you closer. I hope I'm not too loud, like I said before. But anyway, garlic, serrano, sage. And I'm gonna put the sage, fried or whatever, planted it too to extract some flavor from it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take this, melt this down, and make sauce out of it. And so what we're gonna do is we already got our sage there, all piled up. So make little slivers out of that, whatever you want to call it. Garlic, I already smashed it. I'm going to smash it again and just run my knife through it. That's about all I'm going to do to that. We just want some flavor going through that. And our serrano, and I'm just going to put him into slices. And I'm going to spice this little butter sauce up. What this usually is a sage brown butter sauce, but we're twisting it, and I don't know if I'm going to actually take it all the way to where it's brown butter. Tonight I might not, but that's where we're at. I'm going to take it to the stove, and then we're going to finish the sauce, and then we'll plate it up. Alright, now for the sauce. 1 stick of butter. Fire off my sage. It's just in there, adding flavor to it. Medium high heat. And what we're going to do is melt this butter down. And like I said, I don't know if I'm going to follow the rules on that. I just might want to get this bubbling and get my butter to where I think I would like it to be. Initially, if you're going to do this, you bring this down, you turn everything, you'll have a brown butter sauce. All those fat solids of your butter are going to burn out, or not burn out, but burn. So and they turn brown, and you get that delicious nuttiness out of your brown butter sauce. Everything's nice and hot still, since because it's the same burner that the potatoes are on, so this ain't gonna take long. Pop it up a notch and give it some already salted butter, I might add. I'm gonna add a little bit more salt to it. A lot of people say don't use salted butter. I always use salted butter. It's something for baking. Don't use it if you're baking, because there's rules in baking. That's why I'm not a baker. You gotta follow rules. So here we go. We got that nice sage stock going there. We're obviously getting some heat on the bottom here. Smoke coming. And once this starts bubbling, then I'm gonna add my garlic and my serrano. I don't know if you guys can see that. Probably bad lighting because I'm under that other light. So, ooh, hey, there, back there, you can see it. There you go. Anyway, here we go. So we got some shimmer bubbles here. Obviously, we're not going to eat this sage stock, but I guarantee you, she's throwing a lot of flavor into that butter right now. Alright, so now I feel confident enough that I'm going to throw my garlic in and my serrano. I'm not going to do the sage yet. I will here in a little bit, but not quite yet. So what we're doing right now is getting those flavors to permeate through that butter. Now you can probably hear it start going, I would assume. If I turn it down a smidge, it goes quick if it goes, so you don't want to be playing around with it. But what we're doing now is just getting those flavors of the serrano, the garlic, and this sage right here to go through our butter. And that's why with the dish I'm doing tonight, the whole meal I'm doing tonight. I don't think I need to bring this down to the brown butter stage. I really would have saved that for you guys to do a pasta here later in this fall. And we're kind of, like with our squash here, we're kind of on the same road there. But he's going quick. You can see, you see that? All right, so now we want to get our sage in there. Get a pot. All right, so we got brown butter. That's what it is right there. So I guess we did it without even wanting to do it. There you go. See those remnants of the fat in the butter? There you go. And we got it. And basically, by putting that sage in at the last, it basically fries it. And it pulls out the flavor. So that's it. You don't want to take it any further than that because right now it's brown. You keep going. If I keep doing this, it turns black. And we don't want that. Nobody wants that. So we're going to do the dish next. Alright, we're going to plate her up. We got our smash mash here. Put it right in the middle there. Good dousing of that. You see the pepper throughout it. Looks delicious. Got a couple people eating tonight, so we're gonna. Alright, good. So we got our smash on there. We're gonna take our delicious butternut squash with sage and rosemary. Do that over the top of it, like so on both. That looks good. Then obviously the star, or one of the stars. We've had a lot of stars on the show. But our chicken, our wonderful chicken breast. We obviously did a whole chicken. I'm just using the breast on here. Do a little fan like that. And on the other one, we're gonna do a little fan like that. And every once in a while, as usually does, you lose a piece like that. Anyway, so there's that and that. So then you take this beautiful brown butter sauce that we worked hard on with serrano and put it over the top. So you get plenty on there. I know you're thinking butter, Corey, yeah, but it needs it. It'll be delicious. There's a lot of flavor in it. Be one of the best sauces you would make, and if you got sage in your garden, you need to do this. So there we got it. We did a whole meal tonight, peeps. Smashed potatoes, sage, roasted butternut squash. We smoked the chicken. You can roast the chicken, but here you go. Enjoy it. Make the recipes your own, like I always say. That's why I don't put ingredients and stuff in the thing. You can listen to me and do what I do, or make it your own. So enjoy. Till next time. Peace out.